Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Khrystyna and here on the channel we talk about life in Ukraine and in my hometown of Kyiv. In this video I want to tell and show you the city of Kharkiv. I'm sure that if you are interested in news from Ukraine, you have definitely heard about this city. I will show you videos of Kharkiv before the war and now, including my videos from personal archive. So let's start. In general, Kharkiv is a city of millions. If you look at the map, Kyiv is here, Kharkiv is here. This is Kharkiv, and now I will show you Kharkiv region. It's a Kharkiv. And this is Kharkiv region, and yes, here is the border with Russia. Actually, on the map you can see Izum, Kramatorsk are small towns which I think you have also heard about, which have suffered a lot. If we talk about Kharkiv, is the second largest city in Ukraine. There were about 1,500,000 people living here before the war. The first time we visited this city a year before the war and we were just shocked. We traveled a lot in Ukraine but never to Kharkiv. We thought there was nothing interesting there. Spoiler, Kharkiv surprised us. We went with my sister and my husband. Of course, we as residents of Kyiv compared Kyiv and Kharkiv because we are used to that. Kyiv is the most developed city in Ukraine, but Kharkiv is seemed to us better than Kyiv just to live, and we were all shocked. Firstly, the smooth new roads, and secondly, cheaper rents and housing and commercial too. By the way, for this reason, many companies that had an office in Kyiv before the war, the last couple of years moved to Kharkiv. Also, this city has a lot of free huge green parks with free huge clean toilets. One of these public toilets had a huge aquarium at the entrance. Can you imagine? I will show you now. Also here a huge promenade, there were fewer traffic jams in the city than in Kyiv and cheaper food in restaurants. Also in Kharkiv, just when we arrived, there was a huge mall, the biggest in Kharkiv. Mall which called is Nikolsky. There are 5 or 6 floors. And we went shopping there just because of the big choice. Of course, the stores are the same as in Kyiv, but they're larger and the collection was a bit different. Also, near Kharkiv, we visited the Feldman Zoo, and it's not only zoo, but park and exhibitions. It's free, by the way, made in the woods. And there were free buses from the city, but we went by cab because first Uber was cheaper than in Kyiv, and secondly it's cab drivers, taxi drivers can tell you a lot of interesting things about the city. By the way, what surprised us, everyone who we met in Kharkov was just delighted with the mayor of Kharkiv, Kermes, who died in 2020. Everyone told us that he really changed the city for the better and so on. In general, Kharkiv is a very green city, except for parks and the embankment. There are many small parks and squares. There is subway in Kharkov, just like in Kiev. If we talk about Ukraine, there is a subway in three cities: Kyiv, Kharkiv, and Dnipro. But in Dnipro, it's not big at all. There are only six stations. Also in Kharkiv, there were many universities, college, and other places like this. In general, we were very impressed by this city. We walked a lot and were just delighted. My hometown is Kyiv, yep, but Kharkiv is something special for me. By the way, the parks are mostly artificial grass and of course it looks prettier. By the way, it was quite clean in Kharkiv and you can see the perfect roads in Kharkiv. By the way, in Kharkiv, the first traffic lights with a timer appeared in Ukraine directly massively for both pedestrians and cars. The roads are really better than in Kiev. By the way, by a high-speed train from Kiev to Kharkiv, it takes only 7 hours. In general, I think you will agree with me that this city is wonderful and we are happy that we saw it like this. But then the war began in Ukraine. And now you can see how Kharkiv looks like now, a year after the war in Ukraine. Kharkiv has been hit very hard and shelling there continues on a regular basis. Of course, after the war, we will restore everything in Kharkiv too. But just imagine how war changed everything. How many people had everything accumulated in this city, housing, and so on. How many people just live here happily, and now how many broken destinies and that. Thank you to each of you for watching and support my channel in general. Like this video, check the subscription and the bell. Also, I have 2 topics for next video on this channel. Please pick one in the comments. Firstly, about the city of Lviv, which I visited many times, and this video will about the city general. And second topic of video is about Ukraine in general and why Russia really needs Ukraine. Also, I would appreciate if you share this video on your social networks, any social medias, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube maybe, if you have the channel, and so on. And see you in the next video. Bye!